So good evening to all of our brand partners, our leaders globally and internationally. We'd like to welcome everyone to our call tonight. Thank you for getting on this call in spite of your very busy schedule. Thank you for connecting with us, via calls like this. Like I mentioned earlier, that a lot of changes have happened within our business fair, from the compensation plan switch to comp plan B, and then of course price adjustment. All of these changes is to be able to take our businesses to the next level. So we'll be able to propel our businesses to the next level. Give me a minute there. Let me just quickly shut down right here. Okay, so please get your team members on the call. If your team members still have queries or clarity around the compensation plan switch or even the price adjustment, please do well to provide clarity. If not, please connect with me and I will be happy to get on those calls to help you build your team. But most importantly, as you help to build your team, you must also remember that this is a time for you to drive for new enrollment, to have additional new people within your team. I remember, let me tell a story now. I remember a couple of years back when we had an increment for our then house. It was like 100% increase, and there was no way we were going to go for it. And so we moved out. And some weeks or months down the line, we were at a mutual friend's birthday celebration, and we got introduced to someone who was then living in our apartment that we left. And they were super excited. They were like, wow, why did you leave that apartment? He has X, Y, Z, all of the beautiful things in the apartment. Why did you leave? And that struck a chord for my husband and I as we had those conversations, that when prices like that increases, it affects you, the brand partner already existing in the business, but the new people that you introduce to the business do not even know anything about the old price. They have no emotions or sentiments to it. Just glad to be able to have these amazing products that you have shared with them, this amazing opportunity, and at whatever value it is currently, because they have no emotions or attachment to the old price. So that means to all of you who are brand partners already existing within the business, as you work to build your team, as you work to build your existing team to help them through this transition of comp plan switch and price adjustment, now is the time for you to drive for new recruits. Now is the time for you to get fresh blood, as Neil would say, into your team, to get fresh blood into your team, because those are the ones who have no emotions or sentiment tied to the old price and are simply grateful to be able to get, this value that you're offering. So you need to offer value. So that's why we're having these conversations tonight around recruitment. Remember that we talked about upfront income in our last call. We talked about retail profit and of course, first bonus. And that's the new volume bonus right there. So those are the upfront income. When you talk about those two things, you're talking about recruitment, getting fresh blood into your organization. So let me share my slides right here. All right. And so tonight we're talking about recruitment, online and offline. This conversation is so important because you need to expand your reach. You need to get customers, you need to get brand partners using both traditional and social platform as we move into this new era of compensation plan B and of course the price adjustment. And so today's focus would be to be able to help you balance between your online and offline customers, to maximize your reach using WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and so much more, because those are the social media platforms that are well used within the Nigerian community. And of course, to leverage traditional strategies that still work, like referrals, flyers, word of the mouth, those strategies, those traditional way of recruitment still work very well. And to create a consistent customer attraction system within your network. Now, the new compensation plan B rewards customer volume as well as team building, team volume. For now, in the compensation plan B, we will now have 15% paid out as our base commission as against the 10% in the comp plan C. With the comp plan B, our matching bonus, which is part of our team bonuses, will now be between 15 to 7% in our matching bonus. 15%, of course, is your first generation against the comp plan C that was 7% to about 1%. So there is, a huge upgrade with the comp plan B, helping you as you build your team even earn better. Now, whenever there's an increased price, we would expect that customers should get more value, more connection, more education, around the products and services that you offer. And for you to be able to build trust, you need to create more visibility. People need to see you, people need to understand you, and people need to trust you. And as people come to trust you better, it will translate to sales, especially in the online space. And of course, this will lead to you having a wider funnel, not just relying on one funnel, especially in the Nigerian society where for a long time we've relied solely on the traditional method of recruiting. And so the wider your funnel, the stronger your growth potential would be. As we delve into this conversation tonight, do not forget that our mission is to power health and prosperity around the world. If our mission, therefore, is to power health and prosperity around the world, we must become the brand ourselves. People must see us as health enthusiasts. People must see us engaged in, healthy activities. People must see us as the go-to person, conversations around health and wellness. People must see us also living the lifestyle of prosperity that we are powering around the world. We might not be there yet if we're new brand partners just get into the business. We might not be there, but we are connected to a community where we see others who are already enjoying the lifestyle. We can share their stories to build trust around our own community. We'll talk more about what we can do around powering health and prosperity in our next conversation. Now, what is recruitment? Recruiting is simply the process of finding, attracting, and bringing new people into your organization, your team, or community. Remember the story I shared earlier, that when things like price increase, happens within a business fair, that's the time for you to attract new people, because the new people that you attract into your organization, your community, and team do not know the history, do not know if there's a price increase or not, has no emotions or sentiment tied to the old price. They are simply grateful to be able to get value for the products or services that you're currently offering. So in attracting people or finding and bringing people into your new team, you must identify potential partners that are interested in the business opportunity that you have to offer. Now more than ever, you need to identify potential partners who are interested in the business opportunity. Because now you're talking about affordability with the price increase. So you must look for people who are truly interested, who are hungry for success and growth. You must share information in a way that creates interest and excitement. You must be able to share information in a way that creates interest. People want to know more. People want to know more. What is this about this community that you talk about, Petra, about you people traveling around the world, a group of people gather to talk about health. People want to know more, but you must share the information in a way that creates interest and excitement. And that must come from the energy that you yourself exude. You must also provide guidance through the joining process as they become active partners. That's the process of recruitment. You must provide guidance through the joining process so that they can become active partners. For those of you who already have lukewarm team members or team members that have gone cold, you don't want to have another group of that within your team. You want to be able to guide them through the process so that they can become active partners because you've given them the proper guidance and onboarding. That's all part of the recruitment process. And so literally recruitment means connecting with the right people, showing them the value of joining you and helping them take the first step. Connecting with the right people and showing them the value of joining you. Why should they join you, Dakbo? Why should they join you, Precious? Why should they join you, Susanna? What is so special about this partner community or this community of wellness that you talk about? What is so special about the products that you're offering? You must show them value and why they should join our community. I won't delve into most of the value that we have to offer, but one of those values it's our compensation plan. Our compensation plan is a multiple level compensation plan that rewards infinitely and deeply. It's an attractive compensation structure such as what we have within the partner community that offers lasting growth and unlimited income potential. Our compensation plan has been voted #1 by Business for Home within our industry. Our compensation plan says what it says it will do. It rewards you for your hard work. It rewards you for your smart work. So apart from our compensation plan, there's also our products that we offer, but we will not talk about that tonight. Now, what are the types of recruitment that we want to look at tonight? Let's first look at offline. Offline, face-to-face, in-person event. Your ability to be able to recruit people through offline. We're living in a world where a lot of people are gearing towards online. Of course, online is the place to be right now, but let's never underestimate the power of offline. For you to be able to say that you are actively utilizing offline, what are the groups that you're involving? What are your day-to-day habits? Are you part of a health and wellness group within your community? If you're not going to the traditional gym, maybe you're working out with a group of people, or maybe you're going for a walk in the evenings with people within your community or with your friends. But you must be actively involved in a wellness activity. You can't say that you're all about health and wellness. You're not involved in any form of exercise. You're not involved in any form of maybe yoga. But gym is one of those places where you can, strike up conversations and make friends so easily. Now, you might not want to belong to a gym, but for example, in your estate, there might be a group of people who come out every Saturday to work out. Do you sleep through on Saturday mornings, or do you go out there to join them and make friends? Social gatherings, church. Church is one of the biggest places where you can actually start up, conversations around health and wellness. I remember in recent time, I posted one of our leaders in Benin who was actively building his business using the church channel. So he was involved in conversations around health and wellness, providing trainings and tips, and of course, introducing our legendary products that is available in Nigeria during those occasions where he seeks for those opportunities. He doesn't wait for the opportunity to come to him. So he's part of different groups within the church society that allows him to be able to be part of the planning committees, or to even go to them and say, I'd like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to speak on health and wellness. And of course, I'll be providing product tasting. All right. You might not want to take up that responsibility. You can always reach out to me if you have social gatherings that you would be promoting health and wellness or product tasting. Please reach out to me and I'll be happy to support you. All right. You can also be part of your street meeting. If you do not live within the estate community, you can be part of your street meetings. You can also have printed flyers and posters. You can place these in salons, at the gym, supermarkets, spas, physiotherapy centers. They are now all over the place. You see spas everywhere. You see physiotherapy centers. You also see supermarkets, supermalls everywhere. Salons. You can place your posters. Create a little poster for yourself and post them. Share product testimonials within those posters. If you want ready-made posters, they are available in your back office. Simply go to Document and Library. You will find out, you'll see flyers there that you can download and print, and just simply add your contacts to these flyers. All right. How about sampling, home testing and wellness section? You can do that within, your estate or your community where you live. Just invite friends over and just talk about health and wellness. Those are all offline opportunities that you can be able to utilize to be able to recruit people from. Have you gone to Facebook to search for local events within your community that you can attend for free? Have you gone to Eventbrite to look at local events that are for free within your community? Sometimes in Eventbrite, they even put $30 and above events. And by the time you look through the list of events, you find out that some of those events that are tagged $30 or so are actually $0.0. They're actually free, but they just put that to be able to rank that event, higher than other events that are, stated for free. I have attended a host of those events, free, and I've connected. Event for manufacturers, events. There was one of the major events they had in Nigeria recently for health and wellness or for food manufacturers. You just go to those events to connect with people, share contacts, and make friends. So those are all of the events that you can have, but you can create your own event. Home testing, wellness meetings, just to talk about wellness tips. And then you can, of course, during those times, introduce Taisha Noni. Please reach out to me if you're interested in providing those home tasting and wellness section within your home or within a group of friends. Some people do it with a group of friends, alumni, or their old friends from school. They just get together and talk about health and wellness, how to continue to ensure that, there's longevity within their community, especially when you have friends falling sick and you just want to create awareness amongst your group of friends, and then you can extend, tell them to invite everybody, come with your friends or friends, invite one or two to those events, and we have created a mini event for ourselves. All right. So take advantage of this. Do not underestimate any of these events I have mentioned, and reach out to me if you need help hosting this event or you need product sampling, and I'll be happy to be there to support you. Now let's talk about online. Another type of recruitment, which is using digital platform to connect with and invite new people. Remember, we're talking about new people into your business or your customer community. Social platforms that convert in Nigeria. Not all social platforms convert in Nigeria. In Nigeria, top on the list is WhatsApp, from voice notes to status to broadcast list to WhatsApp groups. There are so many WhatsApp group people have added me in the past 10 years. Sometimes I stay in those WhatsApp group because I have something they need, and I'll find a way to introduce that thing that I have that they need to them. All right. So you can reach out to the WhatsApp group admin and say, hey, I'd like to host a wellness call within the group. Let me just share some tips around alternative way of cooking around Nigeria, ensuring we keep away from A, B, C, and D. I'll not go into details. And from those conversations, you can get into Noni. You can talk about gut health. A lot of persons are very focused on gut health these days. They are focused on inflammation. And from talking about local products, local dishes that support gut health, let's talk about ogi. In our local Nigeria, ogi is one of those fermented products that support gut health. And from there, you can also talk about supplementation, and then you introduce noni. All right, so don't be quick to exit groups. Don't be quick to exit group, because you can't find a way around to introduce what you have to them. And also WhatsApp channel. Be sure to use WhatsApp channel. Create a WhatsApp channel where you can start giving out information. Create a WhatsApp channel where you can start giving out value. Remember that in this new era, you need to give value. Where you can start hosting trainings and just giving out information on your WhatsApp channel. Remember that WhatsApp now has a channel where you see groups or companies or individuals owning channels where they can also promote their products and services, offer education, and one of the basic things is to offer education, offer value. Don't just pitch, don't just sell, offer value. Instagram is another one that you can use. On Instagram, you can host product demos, you can tell stories, you can have live sections on your Instagram page. On your Facebook, you can share product benefits. 7 days after I started using Noni, before and after. You can provide education. I want to recognize a lot of you that I'm seeing on social media that we've had this conversation in the past and recent times. Congratulations to all of you that are actually providing value on your Facebook pages, providing education, not just about Taisha Noni, but about the wellness and health space. Maybe it's about skincare, or maybe it's about hair, how to take care of your natural hair. Provide education, around that, around the conversation, a topic that you're comfortable with. And of course, from there, you would have opportunities to bring in the products. And don't be all about pitching and selling when you're on your Facebook. It's not all about selling to people. It's a community of friends. All right. So you want to create that community. You want to also comment on other people's posts. You want to make sure that you're liking people's posts, that you're actually engaging with other people. And when people comment on your own page, you want to also ensure that you're engaging and responding to these individuals, right? TikTok is optional, but I've had so many testimonials for people who are selling big on TikTok. You need to find your own niche in, when you're on TikTok, and decide how you want to be able to have those short, fun product videos, behind the scenes, how you use your learning. And finally, digital advertising, paid ads. You're free to take advantage of paid ads. You want to be able to find out, how do you go about it? How do you utilize this tool? So I advise you to reach back to your upline, to anyone within your community that can support you if you want to take advantage of digital advertising. All of these online tools I have mentioned, do not take them for granted, because a lot of partners right now that we've had this conversation are creating momentum with using these tools that I have mentioned on the call tonight. And then finally, let's talk about referrals. There is an error in selling a product to someone, and then that's the end of it. Just selling a product. The before, during, and after service is so important in this new era as you build your business. That's the only thing that's going to set you apart. Your before, during, and after services that you offer to your customers. That will determine if they would give you referrals. That will determine if they are going to be returned customers or loyal customers to you. Because if you have tuition on it to offer, then all of the brand partners on this call tonight have tuition on it to offer. What else are you offering after that? All right. Your after service is super, super important. You want to give your customers health tips. Might not related to the product, but you want to listen to them. You want to guide them. You want to ask them for their testimonial after using the product. Day 1, day 2, how are you feeling right now after using the product? Can you share your experience? You want to follow up with them and provide other tips, health tips that might not be related to the product. So ask your satisfied customer to connect you with your friends and family. And of course, before you go ahead and ask for that, you have offered real value. All right. You have showed interest. The customer knows that you're interested in them as a person, not because you just want to sell products. Have you met those customers that you don't even have to ask them for referral? They offer referrals to you because of the amazing benefits they have enjoyed from the product and how you have served them. Remember that we want to move from just selling to serving. And how you have served them, they are more than willing to share with you a list of their contacts. Another way that you can be able to get, recruit through the referral type of recruitment is to offer small incentives. Offer something small, offer small incentive for them for referring you, because there might be some persons who are not interested in building a network, but they are interested in the product. So offer them small incentive, for those referral. Some persons might not need that incentive, but they would really be pleased that you would do that, be willing to offer them small incentive for those referral, and they would willingly give you a host list of referrals. All right. So create a bring a friend challenge for events that you have. When you have those product tasting within your home, create bring a friend challenge to those events. It could be just, organizing a group of friends to go to the beach, especially in Lagos, where there is a whole lot of hustling and bustling and people don't find time to relax. They're usually excited if another person finds the time to put the events together, and all they need to do is just bring a friend. They would pay to be there. You can, host a beach getaway and organize the bus with shuttle, for example, shuttle. There are different buses that you can organize, and you get all of the prices together, get a group of friends and just share, say, oh, we're going to the beach. These are the activities planned out. We'll be talking about health and wellness just for us to relax and enjoy ourselves, and bring a friend along. People take their friends, like, let's go and relax at this place and that place, and people, they'll bring a friend along, and there you can use that opportunity to talk about what you represent, which is partner co. All right. So there are different areas where you can add value to your community. Remember, it's about adding value. It's about adding value. Around health, you can add value by being consistent, using the products yourself, posting results, sharing healthy tips, recipes, or routines. Lifestyle, you can actually add value to others by ensuring that you yourself, you're living an active, balanced, and happy life. Share moments of your family time on your social media. It's not all about, and no, you don't need to share everything about your family. You just need to share as much as you want to. All right. Moment of happy family time, hobbies, traveling, activities, that life is beyond just work. And you also need to share value around credibility. All right. Product knowledge, your passion for wellness, offer education, answer questions confidently, provide helpful advice. Do not be pushy around this conversation. Around prosperity, remember, our mission is to promote health and prosperity. So around prosperity, you want to share your income milestones or maybe promotions within the community, the skills that you're gaining, the new opportunities that this business has created for you. You want to share all of those information. Teamwork and mentorship. Show that you're willing to help new partners succeed. Celebrate little wins of others. As people join your community, give a shout out, welcome them into the community. In this new era and season, if people join on Activated, on Elite, you want to welcome them. You want to celebrate the business level that they are joining with. If you've not been doing it before, you need to start that culture. All right. So be purposeful. Talk about how business change lives and support charities, help families, empower entrepreneurs. It's not about your income. You're not rich just by your income. You're rich by how you're able to support others, helping families, and empowering people around your communities. So let's talk about the ABCs of recruiting right now. From storytelling to leading from the front, building your network, being an active listener, and showing enthusiasm as a business builder and being all in. Let's start with storytelling. Monetize your influence. Tell your prospects and brand partners about our amazing products, their features and benefits. But above and beyond that, provide general healthy living tips. Be a health enthusiast. If you say you're a health enthusiast, I'm all about health and wellness, then learn as much as you can around that space and share tips. Share tips. We have so many local ingredients in Nigeria that are so helpful. Learn about them, because those strike up conversations right now within the Nigerian space. Everyone wants to talk about using cinnamon stick. Oh, take some garlic, take some ginger, some scent leaf, just learn about how those local herbs help and what quantity. Those strike up conversations within our community. So be a health enthusiast, learn about them, learn about food that can support the immune system. Even as people take to Asian noni, remember that diet is also important. So you want to learn about food that can also help within the space where you live. All right. If you're currently in Nigeria, learn about it. If you're currently prospecting in Nigeria, take the time also to learn so that as you meet with brand partners, you can also strike up conversations around those topics. So storytelling. Storytelling. Remember, I started this Zoom tonight with a story about my rent, how in past, how it was changed, and how we were displeased, we left and all of that. But the new person didn't know anything about the increased rent, and they were excited for the value that the homeowner was offering. So be a good storyteller. Be a good storyteller. Start by practicing. If you haven't been doing this before, start by practicing. Get into conversation. So even if you resort to going into paid ad, that's the way, because I've had some brand partners, in fact, younger brand partners within our community come to me and said, Madam Blessing, I want an automated system. I want to focus only on just an automated system, maybe paid ad, and just get customers to buy the product. I'm like, Unfortunately, that would only get you, this far, because our business is about people. Our business is about people. It's about showing interest in people and having conversation. So people buy products from you through paid ad. Would you not get back to them and ask them, how is the product working for you? Because they will not come back to you if you don't show any interest. Why do they want to come back to you? There are many other people who might want to sell noni to them. So our business is about people. Show interest in people. Start up conversation. If you're one of those people who work from Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 jobs, and on Saturdays you stay indoor all through, on Sunday, literally don't go out, then you need to make a change in this new era. Look for events. If you're not invited, look for events to invite yourself to. All right? Connect with people. You would find out that those funnel that you would have, both offline, online, and referrals, will help you greatly in your business. Lead from the front. Play active and visible role in everyday running of your team, your organization. Remember that people don't do what you tell them, they do what you do. Lead by example. Lead by example. I love a lot of leaders that I have within the Nigerian community, from our partner council members, who I know are actively leading from the front. I can mention Susanna, Ajiri, amazing leaders there who are actively leading from the front. They don't tell their brand partners to do what they are not doing. They are actively selling. They are actively recruiting. All right? So you don't just sit back. So the last time you recruited someone was 2 years ago, and you're telling your brand partners within your organization to recruit. All right? So you want to lead by example. You're actively out there. And if I look at the global space, I can talk about Brent Palmer. He's always out there on Facebook. Consistency. Consistently leading by example. I can talk about people on these calls that I know are consistently leading. Shout out to all of you. Dakpo, I see you right there. Either on social media or offline. Congratulations. Thank you for leading by example. To everyone on the call, thank you for leading by example. Even if I don't know the activities that you're doing, the fact that you're on this call, congratulations for leading by example, taking the time to be on this call to learn, to grow, to apply, and to win. So you must lead from the front. Whatever you're telling your brand partners to do, be an example of that. Do it yourself, because in doing it yourself, you will learn also the challenges involved in that activity, you can better guide others through the process. So play a visible and everyday, part in building your organization. Be visible. Be visible. It's not enough to say, do you know what I'm doing behind the scenes? Please let your team members know what you're doing behind the scenes for them to better appreciate your leadership. Lead from the front. Be an example. Build your network, all right? Build your network. Each brand partner that comes into your organization has the potential to be able to bring 10 more brand partners, 10 more team members. Teach them the power of duplication. Leadership does not end with just bringing people into your team. All right. The ABCs of recruiting requires that you build your network. Teach them the power of duplication. And you must yourself also be duplicating. All right. Building and spreading your network. That way you're able to teach them how to duplicate. Around the global space within the Partner Core community, we have a lot of field-led ways of recruiting right now. Different team within the US, the Canada, have their different method of recruiting. I don't know if you already have one within your team. Please reach out to your sponsor, your team leader, and, work with them. Also, be an active listener. People know when you're not listening to them. People can tell when you have no interest in them. And the beautiful thing about listening to people is that in the conversations that you have with them, they provide you with the information that you need to serve them. What is it that they want? As you actively listen to them, you will find out what is it that they want. Before you finish a 30-minute conversation with people, you would know if they have health challenges. It will come up in those conversations. How was your day? How are you doing? Oh, Petra might said, I'm good. Just that I've got this back pain. All right. People will share information if you ask the right question. Talk about Nigeria, for example. The easiest conversation around Nigeria right now is economical, micro, information. The price of things, inflation, house rent, the cost of living. People provide those information. And so when you see people talk about those conversations with you, if you're actively listening, then you know how you're going to serve them. You know that you want to show them what? The prosperity aspect of the business. Remember, we're promoting health and prosperity. You want to show them your business opportunity presentation to such people. You would tailor it to meet their needs. We might have a generic business opportunity presentation, but you should actually tailor each business presentation to meet the needs of, the people that you come in contact with. Some persons might need opportunity to travel, lifestyle. Some person might need their finances upgraded. Then you want to be able to go into information about how this business can upgrade their finances. So if you're actively listening, you would know what they want and how you can serve them. Make it a two-way conversation. Ask questions related to their dreams, their family, their goals. Connect with them. Do not just sell products to people. It is a much better aspect than explaining to a new prospect about the compensation. For a lot of brand partners on this call, you don't even understand the compensation plan itself in its entirety. So imagine if you start spending the first time you meet a prospect, telling them about the compensation plan. That's a load of information. But if you listen to them, you'll be able to provide them with information around what really meets their current need. If they have health challenges, then you know that you want to talk about the amazing products that we have and how we can support them. Show enthusiasm. Your energy is one of the first things that people notice with you. Your energy is one of the first things. Show positive energy and enthusiasm, and those in front of you would feed off that energy. Show energy. While you're sharing product or your plans to someone, you should do it passionately so that people know that you love what you do. All right. And this will display the confidence that you have in the idea, or people will be willing to join you. So people can feed off the energy that you bring to the table. I know that days are different. There are days where you are not feeling that energy at all, based on some experiences that you might have had. But be consistent, be intentional, and be purposeful. When that opportunity presents itself, be energetic. And there's a point you get to the business that you're passionate and committed about. If they wake you up at 3 a.m., you are ready to talk about the product, its amazing benefits, and what this opportunity brings to people. All right. So be an all-in leader. You must go all in your business to be a good recruiter. Decide that it is your path. If you have decided, you've made the choice and decision that this is your path, you must then do everything to succeed. Once you have made that decision, it's easy to follow up with actions. I know it might not be easy, but rise above your fears, your insecurities, and work towards the goal that you have set for yourself. Now let's look at the proven successful steps when building your network. What are the proven, successful steps when you are building your network? From creating a prospect list, to your contacts and inviting your prospects, to making your presentation, successfully following up, closing the deal, duplicating, training your recruits, communication, and also reward and recognition. These are the proven successful steps when you're building your network. Remember that recruitment is part of building your network. So you must make sure that you create a prospect list. Create a list from people you know. Don't assume that you know whether they are prospect or not. Create a list. Start with what is in your hand. What is in your hand right now? It's your phone. Start from your phone contact and create a list. Think about people. You can categorize them into health. People you might know who have health challenges, create a list. People you might know who need additional source of income, well, that would be everyone on your contact list, because everyone needs an additional source of income. All right? Make sure you get down at least 100 to 200 names, and then you can start from there. Contact them and invite them. All right? Clear the time. Make the time 2 minutes. Free your time. If you're doing a 9-to-5 job, find the time to contact these persons. All right? Make sure that your call is purposeful and intentional. Give out an invite. Remember, you're not just signing up people. You're not just signing up people into partner code. No, you're inviting people to be part of a community where they can live better, healthier, happier, and of course, travel around the world. So make your presentation. If you need help with your presentation, get in touch with your upline. You can also reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you around that. Make your presentation, all right? That allows you to invite people. Talk about the business opportunity, talk about products. Follow up. Follow up with people. Don't just wait. After a while, you don't follow up. You even look at their WhatsApp status. So you are talking to people now. That gets me into that conversation. You're talking to people about products. You've reached out to Petra to talk to Petra about this amazing product. And so Petra posts something on her social media, a WhatsApp status. You go ahead to watch our WhatsApp status. You don't comment. You don't like anything. But Petra can look at the people who have viewed our WhatsApp status. She sees you as one of those persons. You view the WhatsApp status. You don't even make any comment. You don't even like a status. And the next thing, after a couple of days, you go back to Petra. Would you be ready to, get some Teisha Noni, the product I talked to you about? And Petra remembers that, hey, Blessing watched my status the other day. She didn't even comment. She didn't like. You understand? You're not interested in Petra. You just want to sell a product. Be interested in people. Be intentional. Show that you care. Maybe Petra posted something on her status about her kid's birthday or her family time. You've watched the status. You didn't comment. You didn't like but you come back to Petra and you're telling her about products. For the principle of that, some persons will not even get the product from you. Like, she's not even interested in anything about my health. She just wants to dump some product on me. So please be intentional. Be intentional. Be kind. Show interest in people. All right? When you do that, you will be able to have a successful follow-up with them. And that would allow you to be able to close the deal properly, all right? So close the deal. Closing the deal, it's always the beginning of a new relationship. Remember, it's a relationship. Our community is a community where strangers become friends and friends become family. It's right here in Partner Co. Some of you on the call have known you for over a decade and we're closer like friends, So that's how it should be within you and your team member. If you're going to bring in more people into your team, do things differently. Now, take time to learn. Learn about the product. Learn about the business. That way, you're able to teach others, to train your team members to launch a successful business. We're not asking you to have a degree in all things Partner Co. Just basic information, that allows you to have conversations with your team members about the product, its benefits, its efficacy, about compensation plan, from upfront income to team bonuses, how people can build a team and get rewarded. Communication. Just like good relationship requires communication, good businesses also require clear communication. And communication must cascade from you down to your downline and everybody within your team. In this new era, there is no monopoly of information. The information that the upline has should, be cascaded down to all of their team members. Share with your team member. Let them know what's happening within the business. If you get the information first, invite them to Zoom calls so that everyone has the information at their fingertips and can run with it. Learn to reward people within your organization. Just like we talked about giving people, small incentive for referring people to you, customers, also reward and recognize people within your team. It's a powerful motivator that would help your team members duplicate and bring more people within your organization, right? So, like we mentioned, that as you reward and recognize, it helps to duplicate. So duplication is a key tool to be able to help you experience growth and success within your business. So when you start building, you have just yourself and the person that sponsored you. then you need to teach others the skills that is required to duplicate their business. And that comes with information, learning about product, learning about building the business, and then helping them to be able to reproduce what you have taught them. Now, what are we reproducing right now? Value in this new era. Value, offer value, product knowledge, business knowledge, offer value. So don't just recruit, all right? Be a sponsor. Within the Catholic community, when someone is getting married, they usually have what they call sponsor. And the sponsor is supposed to guide them through the marriage. They are there as representative. At the time of the wedding, I was just talking to someone and then they were sharing this information. They are there at the time of the wedding. And even after the wedding, they guide them through, the marriage life, because the sponsor themselves have been there before. They are building a family. So you, as the sponsor, you are also a guardian. Guide your team member through all of the steps that is required for them to experience the growth necessary within the partner co community. Train them with all the scenarios that you face. Make them also battle ready. So remember that your growth and potential earnings is largely dependent on the performances of the people that you bring into your organization. So guide them properly. To guide them means that you yourself must get the information that is required, help them duplicate, and guide them through until they experience success. Now, remember, we shared our mission at the beginning. Our mission is to what? Is to power health and prosperity. In your everyday today activity, power health. Here are the daily actions that you can do to power health. You must use at least, one of our products in Nigeria, we have just the Teisha Noni. So use our product and share your post about it, behind the scenes on how you use the product. It helps to build authenticity and product credibility. 2, share wellness tips. Remember, we talked about online, all right? Share wellness tips. From hydration to nutrition to self-care, people would trust you to be their resource person, for this information. Engage in 15 to 30 minutes of visible, healthy activity. Let people see that you are truly a health enthusiast. Workout, stretch, gym activities, share those information. Inspire others to take charge of their health. Share a testimonial, share that of the customers. Remember, as you follow up and get testimonials from customers, share customer success stories that are, of course, compliant. So this creates what? Social proof and curiosity for others as they see this on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, or on your TikTok profile. Powering health. What are some of the daily activities that you can do to power health? You can share behind the scene movement from the calls that we're having right here. Take a screenshot and share this, or from events or team chats that you would have. It shows people opportunity in action. Recognize someone within your community. Customers, your partners, recognize them. It helps to build community and attract others into your organization, all right? Post 1 or 2 personal growth activity. What are you doing for personal growth? Maybe reading a book, attending a training, or listening to a podcast. Share this activity so that people can see that you yourself are continuously improving yourself. So make direct contact with people. Another way to power prosperity is to make direct connection. Follow up, invite people. All right, make new contacts. Remember, we talked about 3 pipelines, funnels: online, offline, and referral. Continue to build these 3 funnels and watch your pipeline keep growing daily. All right, so these are the three-way funnels we talked about today. As you recruit through these three ways, you're able to leverage on your existing customers and introduce new people into your organization. What will you do this week? So you have listened to this Zoom. What action would you be taking this week? I'm going to invite you to take the following action. Create, if you do not have a WhatsApp broadcast list, create one. If you have an existing one, refresh that broadcast list, all right? So record one testimonial, a voice note or a video. Take your time, record one testimonial, all right? Share this on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your TikTok, or on your Instagram. You can as well post a story or a reel that highlights a product benefits. Make sure you do that this week. Today is Monday. We're just getting started. Take the time to get your tools together. Then tomorrow, take action. You can share this on our WhatsApp group community, or you can just share this on social media and tag me. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tag me on this, or share it in our WhatsApp community to motivate others and see that you're taking action in this new era. Where do you find customers? Customers are everywhere. Start with what is in your hand, your phone. Start with your phone contacts. Start with your social media contacts. Start with what you have, your social circles, the groups you belong to, from your friends, where you work, where you live. Start where you are. There are contacts, there are customers everywhere. And so now we will take questions. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to take those questions. Any questions tonight? Awesome. So remember, awesome. Petra just dropped something right there in. Thank you. Alice Ijoma says, thank you so much, Madam Blessing, for the insight. Dakpo. Okay, Dakpo says this is really good information. Petra said you can use the NONI 28-day guide that our Vice President for Health and Nutrition, Barbara Cox-Loxley, created to come up with content for wellness posts. Do you have the NONI guidebook? If not, we already shared that on the WhatsApp group. If you want us to share it again, just indicate in the group, and I'll be happy to share that again with you. All right, the NONI 28-day guide, it can help you create content. All right, you can circle that within 28 days and find content to create, content around wellness, content around product information. It's all right there in that NONI guidebook. Remember that that book was, curated just for the Nigerian team to be able to help you build your business. Are you making use of that tool? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dakbo. Thank you, everyone, for being on the call tonight. We are grateful. I've got on the call Neil.
Good evening, team. Good evening. Awesome training as always, Blessing, taking us through the most important part of our business, which includes recruitment, which is crucial for us to know and understand in order for us to build our networks and ensure that we maximize on our earnings. Everything that Blessing has given us this evening is just value. Let's take it in, and most importantly, make sure that we go out there and we, implement all the strategies that we have been given by Blessing this evening. Thank you, always, Blessing. Over back to you.
Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you, everyone, all of the amazing leaders, every single person that got on this call tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember what I shared at the beginning. In this new era, with the price adjustment and the compensation plan switch, you need to recruit, introduce new people into your organization. As you work to support and help the existing brand partner, there's a group of people who have no emotions or sentiment tied to the price because they don't even know that there was an old price that existed. They would simply be grateful for the value you're offering them. Those are the new people you need to get into your organization to push, for the energy and momentum that you want to see within your organization and the growth that you want to see. All right. So there might be some, people within your organization trying to adjust to the price. There's no time to waste. Go get the new ones and, build your organization and push for growth. Thank you for getting on the call, everyone. Have a beautiful evening and bye for now.
Good evening, Tim.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night,
night. Great
Susanna.
evening.
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, team.
Thank you, Dakbo.
So,
Okay, we have another meeting.
yeah.